Hey, what's up guys? Guitar Rock here. Welcome back to another Guitar Rock Foods video. Alright, so here's what's happening. Ordered this set from a restaurant nearby. So we got a mashed potato, got rice, and then we got, I believe it comes with a milkshake. That's like a full set entirely. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to try to take out everything. There's plastic bag everywhere. So I'm going to jump into it, alright? Okay, so as you can see, mashed potato right there, all right, and then we got this. This is going to be butter chicken. All right, if you guys don't know how it is, it has so much floss. Ooh, that's the entire thing. All right, so it is going to be a bit dry, but wait, where's the chicken? Those are just the floss, right? Do they have the chicken at? Okay, it's at the bottom. So obviously you can go for. You can opt for chicken or prawn. I mean, they have fish as well, but it is going to be in that's going to be the one, alongside with some white rice right there, and the drinks. I think that's milk tea. I will need to, because it comes in the set, right? Ooh, that was loud. That was loud. Let me give it a taste. But this is a full set. Oh, it's like coffee with. It's more like mocha, I guess. Yeah, that's quite interesting. All right, so let's have a meal. Okay, setting up the camera. Doro. Oh, can see Doro's eyes. Man, the inversion of the camera is always difficult. Okay, so let's talk a little bit more about this week, shall we? So we got a bunch of things happening right now, alright? So, I can't believe it, it's been 1 week. It's been 1 week since Duet Night Abyss, not Duet Night Abyss, Chaos Zero Nightmare and Stella Sora came out. And I just want to give my overall thoughts of the game, right? Because been playing both, incredibly fun. Damn. The food is hard. Wait, why is it hard? Oh, that's the rice. The rice is hard. After 1 week, I can confidently say, for a certain fact, with a majority of a fact, that I will be most likely playing both of them in the long run. Alright, so both Chaos Zero Nightmare and Stella Sora, I like them a lot. I like them a lot. Be playing them non-stop. Both roguelike. There's plenty of content as well to be had. Obviously, they both have their own drama, alright? But again, drama or not, if it doesn't bother me, I'm just not going to care about it that much, right? Generally, like, there's drama in every game, right? There's drama in Nikkei, drama in Blue Archive, drama in Brown Dust 2. You know, but a lot of those games, you still enjoy them. So that's just how it is. I feel like with all of these dramas, it's coming from people that don't like those games to begin with, right? And I get it, right? That's just how it is. But so far, the one that I'm still like trying to get a feel right now is going to be Duet Night Abyss and Resonance Solstice. Alright, so Resonance Solstice I think has been launched for 2 days now, right? I think the game is very different, right? I think Resonance Solstice. Here's the funny thing about both Duet Night Abyss and Resonance Solstice, right? Duet Night Abyss feels so similar to gacha games. Alright, the gameplay loop, right? Basically, you play through the story, right? You play through the story, and then you what's that? And then you can do pulls, you can do gacha pulls, but then you'll be farming in dungeons, you're trying to level up your characters. It plays like a standard gacha game, right? I think most games have that approach, that RPG kind of approach. And then you'll be farming this thing called the Demon Wedges. That's gonna be something that you'll be doing, I believe, about mid to late game. But early on, your focus is basically just to farm and slowly power up your team, power up your roster. Sure, there are some MMO elements in that particular game, but I'm not sure if that's something that I care about. You get what I'm saying? Like, if I want MMO elements to be able to see other players or interact with others, do I play a gacha game for that, right? I think most people, they would seek out an MMO game for that particular purpose or for that particular reasons. But I feel like you have to have that element just due to the nature of, let me try the mashed potato, right? Look at this. Don't spill, alright? That's the mashed potato. Damn. That is very that is very healthy. Like, it's so plain. Like, not necessarily a bad thing. Wait. Let me give one more bite, right? One more bite of mashed potato. I'm so used to eating the mashed potato from like fast food places like KFC and stuff, right? I think those are like saltier. This one is like, it's really plain, right? You just bite through them, you chew through them, and it's plain as heck, man. It's not necessarily a bad thing though, right? I think it's definitely healthy in that particular regards. So where was I at again? Damn, I got distracted. Oh yeah. So regarding Duet Night Abyss, right? So I was saying that they have to go for that MMO element. They have to be able to go with the co-op thing to be able to see other players, because that's where the monetization comes in, right? Because you are literally buying costumes, right? You are buying skins for your characters, and that's going to be a very important factor. So if you can't see the other players, I think that entire FOMO surrounding the skins and other things might fall off a little bit. But then again, right? Maybe it's just me. I feel like so far there's excuse me. So far there's nothing crazy that you can do yet with the other people that you see in the game. Sure, you can co-op with them in a dungeon, right? But I think that's like that one is still kind of, oh shit, that one is still kind of basic, right? If you think about it, yeah, Genshin has that as well, right? A lot of other games have that. You can co-op with other people, you know, you can play with them in the dungeon. I want them to add more things. I hope they do in the future. But for now, you know, that's going to be the bare bones minimum thing for them to implement for the time being, right? What else? What else do I have to say about the thing, right? So one more thing is the approach of the skins, alright? So obviously, if you guys are not aware, basically they have these some very special skins in Duet Night Abyss that's on discount, right? There's like $1 discount. Those things are cool, right? But you know what? It would be nice if they release more of those. But let's both be honest here, right? It's just going to be a one-time thing, most likely. Nikkei has that as well at launch, right? There's a $1 neon skin, I didn't get that. A lot of gacha games have that at launch, right? Just to entice you to pull. I read somewhere that once you spend at least $1 in the game, it gets you into spending more, right? That's like the ticket to enter into their monetization system, pretty much, right? It's basically like, oh, now you spend $1, what's $5 to you? And the next thing you know, you spend $10, and then the next thing you know, you buy battle pass and stuff. So it's like slowly ramping up. Usually, you don't really get $1 skins that often, but we'll see, right? I'll give them a hope. Maybe they'll do more in the future, but right now that's probably one of the best few things that they have. Now the good thing about the game is you can get every single character, right? And this is gonna sound crazy, right? And because I'm not sure how to say this, but because you can get every single character, and because there's no FOMO, it makes me less enticed to want to farm because I know I can get all of them eventually. Like, does it make sense? I think it's good for the players who later they want to jump into the game. But is it that good for players who are currently playing now? I feel like you have to have some sort of goal in a game to basically keep you there, right? Or basically to basically make you play more, right? But right now, I'm not playing much of that game just because there's no FOMO, right? Because like I know I can get every character, so just take my time, right? Why do I need to grind like crazy right now? I think there's also one factor that I'm not sure. Maybe it's just me. Let me know if you guys are feeling that way in games like this, right? Would you guys? I feel like there's like one factor to consider, especially if you're looking to farm or to grind in the game. The purpose or the reason has to be there. I think there need to be something. There need to be like a limited time thing that you can basically, okay, in these 2 weeks, if you grind, you get this, right? I feel like they have to add something like that. I don't see anything like that yet so far, except for the skins, of course. But that one is like, I don't think you count that, right? Because that one is like, you're not really grinding for that. You have to like sort of buy it in a way. So that's like a specific one. So that's the thing. Duet 9 Abyss, it felt so similar to a gacha game. I feel like the entire structure of the game, right? Not talking about how it feels and everything, but just talking about the structure of what you're actually doing, story, you progress, you level up your account, you level up your characters, weapons as well. Good thing is you can use any weapons in any characters. But Resonance Solstice, that game, on the other hand, man, it feels so opposite of everything. That game is like, I think a lot of people are quite, I read the comment section, I went to their Reddit, a lot of people are quite lost. They don't even know what they are doing. They feel very overwhelmed. And I think because that game is very different compared to a lot of other games. The structure of the game is very different. How you approach the game. So number one, the most important currency in that game is gold, right? Now, of course, the most important currency is basically gacha currency. But in most games, gold are usually like not that valuable, right? Let's just be honest, right? In most cases, if you play any games, gold is usually just to level up your characters, to power up your weapons. But in this game, in Resonance Solstice, when you power up, when you get gold, you can actually buy premium currency from some of the shops, right? You are supposed to do trading from city to city. Basically, you travel to one city, go to the other one. As far as I know, there's no sweep. You cannot like teleport, so you have to like travel in a train. Kind of a realistic train simulator in a way, right? So you can be a turn on or a turn off, depending on what you like. I think some players might like it, some players might dislike it. That's fine. But for me, between the 4 games, CZN, Duet 9 Abyss, Stella Sora, and what's the other one? Resonance Solstice, I like Stella Sora and Duet 9 Abyss way more than the other two, right? I mean, that's just a preference thing. Now, I'm not sure which one I like more, right? To be honest, probably right now about the same, about equal. We already see the event in Stella Sora, right? We know how the event works right now. So far, seems like the approach in Stella Sora, at least based on what I've seen, right? Because the event is giving you a 5-star weapon, and not just a 5-star weapon. You also can max that weapon, max ascension that weapon, right? So I think like the real approach of you, if you're like low spender or free to play, you don't want to pull for weapons, right? You want to just, it's like Brown Dust 2 in a way, right? You get those Fin Hunter Fin gears from event shop. If you pull for weapon, you can, the gacha weapons are still going to be stronger, but if you are a low spender, you want to avoid that because you are barely getting like maybe like 10% or 20% boost, which is like in most cases you don't really need. So I think that's going to be the approach of how you want to play Stellar Sora. Shouldn't pull for weapon. Now I get it that each weapon comes with its own this, right? And it comes with its own song. Now, do you really need the song? Come on. Just go to Spotify. I mean, like, just go to YouTube. Like, let's be honest, right? I think most people don't really need the song. Nice to have, good to have. But it's small little neat thing, right? Like a small little FOMO approach. Look at this. This is a big bite. There's a lot of butter floss right there. For Chaos Zero Nightmare, there's one event right now. That's the Haru event. I'm not sure if that's counted as a proper event, right? Is all the event going to be that format? No idea how it works. I haven't put for Haru yet. Chaos Zero Nightmare seems so balanced. It seems so balanced. It's like, just so you guys know, right? This video is like all over the place. I'm talking about all of these games that I'm playing. I don't have a proper structure for it. I'm like jumping from games to games. Whatever that's in my thought, I'm just gonna put it out there, right? I'm not putting this on the main channel or anything anyway. So yeah, that's a reason why. But I have plenty of other videos that I'm working on right now. Oh yeah, Nikkei's 3rd anniversary. Man, it has been a blast, alright? Nayuta, awesome, loving it, big fan of her. The story has been insane. Oh my god, like Nikkei is continuously cooking, man, with all of this stuff, right? And it's so difficult to, you know, all of these things are just happening at the same time. It's insane. Yeah, so one more thing. I think a lot of people keep asking me this question, right? Like, if you guys watch this channel, you're gonna have the answer here. What game did I stop playing? What games did I quit to give myself more time to play the superior Chaos Zero Nightmare and Stellar Sora, right? What game? I haven't logged into Silver and Black for, I would say, 2 weeks. 2 weeks, have not logged in yet. So there's that, right? High chance that I'll be moving away from that game. I don't have anything against the game. I just think that, I don't know, it feels like Stellar Sora and what's her name? Chaos Zero Nightmare seems better. I don't think there's anything crazy going on in Silver and Black, right? Don't get me wrong, the quality is there, but there's just something about the game that feels a little bit weird. Oh, I spilled some on my table. Oh no. I don't know if I mentioned this before, right? Regarding Silver and Black, I think I mentioned this before on my stream. They did reach out to me for sponsorship, right? And everything was going well. I was supposed to do a sponsored video for them. Then they say, okay, let's do it then, right? Sign this contract, right? So you sign the contract, you put your name down, all the details down, right? They want your private info, they want your personal information and stuff. You do all of that. After that, you send back to them. They say, okay, we'll do it next week. We'll send you the detailed stuff or what video to do. And then they never reach out to me. I was like, wait, what happened? I tried to contact them, no response. So it's like, as a content creator, sometimes you see stuff like that. I guess inside, not really inside, nothing to do with the game, but it's more like management of the game. You'll be like, wait, what's happening there? Is something wrong? Is something happening in between, right? They just stop caring. And you can still enjoy a game regardless, right? I'm just saying, like, for me, because like when you're a content creator, you get to see extra stuff that normal players don't really see, because you sometimes deal with the company directly, right? Just so you know, that happened about, I want to say 2 months ago. It's not the reason why I'm quitting Silver and Black. If Chaos Zero Nightmare and Stellar Sora and all the other games, Resonance Solstice and Duel Night Abyss, didn't come out, I'll probably still play Silver and Black. But because there's a lot of new games on the horizon, and they are more fun, right? They are just more, in my opinion, a better game. So I'd rather stick with those, right? But that's just how it is. At least for Chaos Zero Nightmare, I like that they are constantly communicating. They don't post all their stuff on the social media, on the X page. They post everything on Stove Client, so you gotta go to the Stove Client and look at it up. But there's plenty of patch notes, fix notes, whatever, right? I appreciate that, right? I see when developers do that, I feel like, okay, this is something, somebody that cares about communicating with the players and letting them know what's up, right? Now, at the end of the day, all of these games probably have potential. Oh yeah, I forgot. Later today is going to be the gacha revenue. So that's going to be a big aspect of this kind of stuff, right? Gacha revenue, that's going to change a lot of things. I'm almost done with the meal. I'll be kind of curious to see how the games are performing, and we'll see how everything is. Alright, I'm done talking. I think I'm gonna go finish all of this on my own. Still have a little bit more. So yeah, that's gonna be it for this video, I guess. Let me know what you guys think. It seems like a lot of people will love this kind of random talk, I guess, while I'm eating. Alright, this is a Guitar Rock food channel, but now I'm talking more about gacha than the food. Oh yeah, the food. Let's talk about the food. Give me a moment. Mashed potato. I will give it. This has to be a 6 out of 10. Alright. Wait. Is that too high? I think 5 out of 10. It's too plain. It's really plain, right? There's no salt. It feels like they didn't put any salt at all. But I guess it's supposed to be the healthy approach. This one, love it, right? I love it. I'm gonna finish it for sure. This one didn't drink much, but so far I will give it an 8 out of 10. I guess it's more like a milk tea with mocha a little bit. I guess mocha, right? Yes, yeah, I think the meal is at most average, but I do appreciate that. You know, it's just going to be a little bit of a busy weekend for me. So usually I'll just take away from meals like that just to make my life a little bit easier. I got plenty of videos to work on as well. So yeah, that's gonna be it, right? So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Alright, take care, subscribe, give this video a like. Have a nice day. Bye bye.